Hey guys, welcome to Yesterday and Today in Crypto. Today is 29th of March, and as again, I'm not a financial advisor, and whatever I say is not financial advice. I'm really sorry I've not been pretty regular with Yesterday and Today in Crypto. I missed out yesterday. The reason is that I'm traveling a little bit, so I might not be able to post, the update every day. But whenever I get a chance, I'll try and do it. I'm sorry, but I have to welcome all of you to a sea of red. Bitcoin is at around $7,500, Ethereum at $410, Ripple at 50 cents, Bitcoin cash at $700. These are guys prices which we saw way back in November. Welcome to November 17 again. If you look at the global charts, the volume has dropped massively. We're sitting at about $278 billion. This was hovering at around $350 billion, somewhere in 22nd March. And so this is the state of the market as an overall picture. If we look at the top three coins, Bitcoin is, at its lower trend line. This is not the logarithmic trend line. This is the normal trend line, and it's almost touched that at 74.95. So this is a very critical point for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency markets, guys. At this point of time, we could either bounce up from here or go down. If you look at the volumes, we're not seeing too much volume. If you look at it objectively, there are chances that we might go down from here. But if you look at this with hope, hope says that we should bounce from the lower trend line. So if you look at Bitcoin's chart at a 1 hour interval, what you will see that for the past few days, we hovered around this major support, which was $7,900, and we kind of moved in this flag kind of formation, which broke down, a few hours back, and we tested lows up to 7,400, and as of now we have bounced back from it, but there's no definite volume here, guys. There's no definite volume, and this is the second, the more major trend line support at $7,300. So we're not seeing a convincing bounce from here. So I'm not really sure that if we can see temporary relief from this drop, or we might see Bitcoin dropping down further. But we can always, if you want to understand what kind of trades you want to do, so there are two trades which are in play right here. One trade in play is that we could expect a bounce from here if we see the volume picking up. We've seen continuous selling in the past few hours, so we should see a little bit of volume picking up. If the volume picks up, we might see a bounce up to this level, which was which is a flag formation, which is a support before, which this will be a first resistance, which is around 7,900, and this should be a second resistance, which is around 8,200, 8,100. So these should be the targets if you want to go long. And if you think that selling will continue and bears will be more powerful, then what you should be betting upon is the lower support. That lower support, if you look at the 1 day chart, will be around $6,000. Sorry, so this is where this is the first support. $7,200 is the first short trade you can play. And if you think that we have an option to slide even further, bears are more powerful, then you can play a trade up to $6,300, which was the previous place where we bounced off. And you can see that this is also like a support here. So this should be the second support where we can hope for a bounce. So this is what is happening with Bitcoin, guys, and for any kind of movement in any direction, we will need to see volumes in either direction, either selling volumes or higher buying volumes. So let us see what happens in Bitcoin in the next few hours, in the next coming day. If you look at Ethereum, Ethereum has broken out of this flag formation, and it's sitting at around $410, which is again like a major support. This was a major support here also. So I think this is kind of following Bitcoin's price, that as the price is dropping, you're seeing that Ethereum's prices just kept on dropping. There's no temporary bounce also. So we're seeing no buying volume in Ethereum to push the price up. So if this trend continues from here, the next stop is around $360, which is this support, this area right here. So this can be the first support, and this area right here will be the second support. So yeah, if Ethereum keeps on dropping, if we don't see strong buying volumes coming here on a daily chart, then we might see Ethereum coming down to $360 and $310. And I'm sorry guys, but this is what the charts tell us, and this is what data tells us, that right now bears are in play, and they are in play strongly across the entire crypto market. So we have to be prepared for the worst right now. So this is happening. This is what's happening in Ethereum. You look at Litecoin. So Litecoin broke out of, this was a good support for Litecoin. Litecoin got a good bounce up from when it touched the trend line the last time, and it got a good bounce. But this was the point where we got the news that Litepay CEO has resigned, and this is what resulted in an immediate sell-off from about $160, breaking out of the triangle movement and coming and settling somewhere around $119, which is again like a big support. If we don't see a good volume bounce here again, guys, I don't ever tell you that the next support will be about $104, and lower than that is about $82. So these are the levels we're looking at LTC if we don't see buying volume here. So it's important, guys, it's important to understand that when markets are trending like this, until we don't see strong volume based bounces, we should not be putting on, we should not be entering a long trade, because they as well as might be a fake out, and you might end up losing all your money. So recommendation is that the entire crypto markets is looking at a very heavy bear period. So until you do not see clear reversal via volume, volume is the green sticks here. They need to be big, they need to be strong, they need to be really high, and if you don't see such sticks, I will request you, please don't enter. I want to spend a little time on this post on Reddit which came across today on our cryptocurrency, and the post is about why did the crypto markets crash. So the gentleman here, anonymous kid cookie, gentleman here puts a very nice reasoning to it, and even I believe this, that the last volume of people which came, the last volume of new money which came into crypto, thought this is a get rich quick scheme, and wanted to get rich quick, and these are the guys who came into crypto without understanding fundamentally what it is, and without understanding the implications of blockchain, the technology, and what is the difference it can create in our lives. This money really pushed up volume a lot. We saw BTC rising parabolically here, and this was the time where the whales, obviously the whales had a lot to do with this. The whales decided to take profit, because yes, a lot of dumb money was entering the market, and when that profit taking happened, the selling never stopped, because these guys never really believed in the technology. They didn't understand fundamentally what's happening. If you look at developments happening today in crypto, we're at a fundamental high. We're really at a fundamental high. We have SegWit being adopted. We have Litecoin. We have Lightning Network. Testnet beta being launched. We have Plasma Cash being developed by Ethereum. A lot of stuff is happening on the tech, guys. So right now the prices might be at its low. This is because the people who made the market rise did not understand the technology, but the technology is at its high right now. So the point is that we're at least growing in some direction, and we're growing in the fundamental direction. That's the right direction to grow in, and I think growth in price will follow this fundamental growth. So this is an interesting post I found today, which I thought I should share with you. And lastly, a good news. Remember China banning ICOs? So well, welcome. So Neon Exchange is doing an ICO on Neo, and surprises, it has been determined by the legal team that Japan, South Korea, and China can participate in the ICO. Sadly, US is blocked, but the exciting part here is people from China being allowed to take part in ICOs happening on Neo. Guys, this is exactly the kind of fundamental news which will end up pushing the price up with the fundamental developments. So again, people who have always believed in the concept, people who are who understand the value, who understand the potential of this technology can start, you can really understand that fundamentally we are going strong. So the price reversal happening sooner or later is just a matter of time. So that's it from me, guys. Hope to see you tomorrow. Bye bye.